Hey,
We
there we
are
go.
live,
Ladies,
everybody.
we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, angry faithful of all ages, welcome. Welcome to what is this? Episode 168 of Nerd
Mm-hmm.
Sports.
The
Yes,
Hurricane
I'm
Edition.
driving. And no, I don't give a crap what you think about it. Um, we're, we're driving north trying to find a place that has electricity right now. Because we had to contend with a very grumpy and temperamental Hurricane Burrow last night, and it is the earliest landfall, or it's the first landfall hurricane in the month of July in the state of Texas since 1851.
Dang.
So I was telling the guys before the show started that we were 10 miles an hour short of it being a Category 2. So it was an overachieving Category 1 hurricane by the time it hit us. Where my house is situated include the eye wall missed us by about 4 or 5 miles, which isn't a whole lot. We had wind gusts of 101 miles an hour at certain points. So, and David, you've got that video, right?
Oh,
I did.
of your little escapades and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
I did my
America moment.
homage. I didn't. I paid homage to Florida man.
Yep.
yes, I haven't. Let me
Well,
get into
Our
it.
yeah.
very own Texas.
If anything,
Because you put
set
it
it
in the
to
group
set it to Freebird or something, and
Yeah, I'm not.
turn it into a short, because I know we were talking about that yesterday.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Yeah, I'll
That's
take a short out of it.
the perfect level of stupid shit that we're looking for.
Yeah, I had to do it. Like,
I would expect nothing less from you.
I mean,
Putting yourself on the line for our entertainment. Why we
former
love
grunt. Former grunt.
You
It's
gotta keep the
raining.
traditions
If it ain't
alive.
raining, we ain't training.
I'm
If
saying.
it ain't snowing, we ain't going.
Yeah.
I'm that and I'm pimping America, dude. It's on like Donkey Kong, man. Just kind of putting that out there, bro.
Absolutely.
Where did Max go? Anyways, our
Max is like, I ain't playing with this shit.
well, our weird sport of the week is going to be this is kind of funny. I like this. This is dad mode 3000, honestly.
Oh, lawnmower racing?
That
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't covered this already.
I'm surprised too. I know
I
I've
mean,
covered
shit is gnarly. That like that's not even weird. That is
that's Americana right there.
solid gold. Right? Look at that.
Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh wow. Hold on, let's catch that again. That was awesome. Let's see here. Boom.
Ooh.
I mean, look at him, dude. That guy is
Got off like it was nothing.
See, I love this though, that everybody stops. You got a couple of guys come out and check on him. That is the stuff right there. I love that.
Look at the Dukes of Hazzard one. It jumped. Well, it missed him entirely. Oh,
yeah, but still,
yeah.
That could not have been comfortable.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, will you get out and walk him?
All right. Where's?
But yeah, this is going to be a very. I don't want.
I'll say short because
the obvious pun here is that I'm phoning this in because obviously I'm doing this from my phone.
Come on, Johnny. We expect better from you.
Hey, you know what?
That's not the quality entertainment that we look forward to every week.
Be that as it may, Chris.
I would say low-hanging fruit, but it all blew away.
I mean,
that's a good one.
But
That's a weird. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The only baseball news of any kind of noteworthy mention is going to be. I really wish MLB would get back to just having players wear their team jerseys for the All-Star game.
Thank
You got
you.
the all. Well, no, they've got. Oh, I'm wearing American versus I'm wearing a National League shirt. Jersey. It's like,
You're there repping your team.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're repping your team, not your league. Yes, you're there as a National or American League All-Star. But just go back to wearing your team's uniform during the game. If you want to wear American and National League jerseys, do it during the home run derby.
Yeah.
Even
Even that I wouldn't be okay with.
Yeah, I mean even then, but it's like, ugh, I don't know. I mean, and on top of all of that, I mean, you've got like this really, what's the word I'm looking for here? No, that siren was not for me.
Yet.
Yet, exactly.
Yeah.
You've got Fanatics making these jerseys still. So it's like, what kind of a message are we sending to the baseball world that we haven't already sent? It's like, are we that low class? Are we that bush league to where we can't have good jerseys? I mean, come on. I mean, this is something that we've beaten this over the head. I mean, it's a dead horse at this point, right? So I don't know. MLB just needs to do better. That's all I got to say about it. But
There was an interesting statistic that I saw on TikTok that said in the month of June, there were approximately 5,000 missed calls by umpires.
All by one person, right?
No, that was league what?
yeah, so
5,000 and over. I think it was something like just shy of 350 of those resulted in a strikeout.
Oh wow.
yeah, that's
That is bad.
that's
That's
the
game
type of
changing.
that's the kind of mind blowing that normally somebody has to pay for in addition to the base service. But yeah,
Certain type of ending.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a happy ending. I'm not sure who's getting the happy on that one, but
Somebody's happy.
I mean
And
that's
the
across.
players, but
I mean, that's a pegging for sure.
that's bad.
I'll always.
And I mean,
chicken, but let's go across to Woody's over there or Texas Burger, whichever one is open.
You can go to Texas Burger. If we're gonna
I-
get burgers, we're gonna get good ones.
I want to go to Texas.
Our
Let's go to
buddy
Texas.
Tommy right over there.
Okay.
Wait for us. Meet you there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We're in the Fairfield. So. But yeah.
But I
About
mean,
20
even when you're looking at their miss, like, yeah, you're always going to have those that are borderline calls. That's to be expected because you have the human, part of it in there. They're not robots.
Yeah.
But you're looking at some of these misses are 3, 4, even 5 inches outside of the zone, and they're missing them. Welcome back, Max.
Yeah,
Hello, guys.
I'm saying, like,
Everything went out, and I don't know. It was Burl. It was Burl.
Yeah, it was Pearl. We're gonna hang Max's technical
Kansas
difficulties on
City
the hurricane.
away from the hurricane. So
yeah, that works.
Yeah. So and I'm really hoping that we get power restored soon, like this week, because our super fan, my daughter, is due to land in Houston on Monday, and I dropped my phone. She's due to land in Houston on Monday. Monday
Yeah, he just
morning.
blew everybody.
So
That could be
Wait.
interesting.
I got my seat soaking wet. Wait, there's no napkins in here.
That's exactly. Freebird is the perfect song to play with.
That's fine. We're just gonna do this.
But we actually have some actual NFL news, other than Johnny wanting to bash on MLB for their jersey, which, granted,
Listen,
you have
it's
all
just
rights with that.
Same effect
Yeah.
it did last time.
Now, for the NFL, former NFL defensive tackle Daniel Burr and his wife Christine have been arrested after their 14-year-old alleged abused son have been safely located. Indiana State Police.
Do what now, Dave? Okay, so they were arrested after their 14-year-old abused child was located, rescued.
Yeah. The
wow.
Indiana State Police SWAT team executed a search warrant and also arrest warrant Wednesday around 7 a.m. and found the 3 family members in a Logan Sport home. Police say Bison Murr was the subject of a silver alert June 28th after the grandmother said she had been physically abused by his parents, apparently safe and well. Daniel and Christine were taken into custody without incident. Bryson was released to Cassie County Department of Child Services. Yeah, and if you look at the photo, and I won't show the photo, but it looks like he was punched in the face. Like, he has a bruised lip and a black eye. So, yeah.
Well, he is not going to have fun in jail. That's for sure.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
I'm looking at this like jackrabbit hiding in the shrubs,
Mm-hmm.
and these buzzards are flying around. And I'm like, that's Omaha's Wild Kingdom about to be played out in front of me, right?
Yeah. And one last NFL news that happened this weekend. I'm gonna have to have Stephanie Hawking do this name. The last part is Jackson. Kerry Jackson, 24. He was a rookie for Minnesota Vikings for this year, and he died in a car accident. It wasn't anything
Yeah,
like
you're right. I did see that.
he wasn't drinking or anything. It was the other driver's accident. She lost control of the vehicle, and what had happened was hitting Kyrese Jackson with 3 other people, and it's really a devastating thing that happened. It was just happenstance, really.
Yeah.
It wasn't really.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
They weren't drunk. They weren't doing anything. It's Scravelettes on the road. It was just accidental collision on that one. Which
It happened around 3 in the morning, I think, something like that.
no, yeah, it didn't even happen that fast. Let me see here. Yeah, 3:10 in the morning. I thought it was 3 p.m. for some reason. I guess my dyslexia kicked in a really high gear.
No.
Yeah, but let me
Midday,
see
And
here.
rest in peace, and to their families out there grieving.
Do you
condolences.
have some material ready? No. Well, dude, find something quick.
While we're on the NFL real quick, while Colin's getting this done, Cam Sutton has been suspended for 8 games without pay for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Yeah, so when you
What did he do?
get suspended for 8 games by what did he do? He was involved in a domestic violence case, according to court records. He had been charged with a misdemeanor battery after he turned himself into Hillsborough County in Florida sheriff on the 31st of March. He'd been wanted for weeks by police. So after an investigation done by the NFL, they have decided to suspend him for 8 games without pay. Sutton is not going to appeal the punishment, according to Adam Schefter of ESPN, as he reported this story today. But I think it's NFL we don't understand why you like to keep wife beaters and other people that do bad things employed. Makes
That
no
should be an
sense.
Well, I
automatic.
mean, if P Diddy played in the NFL, I mean he would only get like a 6-game suspension.
Maybe
All right.
tops.
Okay.
What was that, Chris?
I said, as agreed.
Dog's gonna be okay.
Go in and grab it. No, we're gonna go in, get it, and then come back out.
Oh.
So y'all come on.
Yeah. Come on.
What was that, Chris?
I was agreeing.
Oh, okay.
Stay out.
But here's what is so sad. They actually USA Today, they have a quick search of first name, last name, and team search of what have they been arrested for. They actually have a database.
That's
Well, they're gonna need to upgrade their cloud storage, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny. You can go by the name. You go down, go by the name of the player, the last name, and team, and you can find out if they've been arrested about something.
Bring it back.
And, oh my, there's 55 sections. Let me see here. There's hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 20, 25 times 55.
20 times 55,
Yeah. 25 times 55.
which is dun dun dun.
a large
That's
number.
1375.
That's how many players has been arrested.
One really good one.
All right.
Most-
So before we go in, Colin's got one good joke that he's gonna tell. So,
Okay.
Yada yada yada. Ronin, genetic code. da, da, da.
Oh,
Hey, I don't have my soundboard with me, so you're gonna just suck it up, Buttercup.
That's I'm saying. It's the
fine.
Kenny edition.
That's
We're-
like
Hey, telling you, this is what you get. So go.
How did Hella Keller learn how to masturbate? By trying to read her own lips.
Yes, I said.
chip off the old block there.
that was a good one. That was
That was the one.
top
that was a
tier.
good one.
He only had time for one, and he made it a good one.
Yeah.
Called in the Willie Pete. That's what he did.
Yeah.
I guess
was
NASCAR
shaking.
news.
Yeah. So NASCAR. I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna have to hop out. But
Yeah.
NASCAR this week, Alex Bowman ended up picking up his first win of the year. That makes 4 for 4. All 4 Hendrick Motorsports drivers have qualified for the playoffs. He didn't put on a clinic like SVP did last year at the Chicago Street Race, but it did rain, so they did run on rain tires. They had the windshield wipers going the whole 9 yards. Alex Bowman brought home the win. I cannot remember where the race is going to be next week. I'm sure David can fill that in or the blanks in after that. But
What's the race
yeah.
for next week?
yeah, the race for next week.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we are mailing it in this week, guys. Phoning it in. This is the content that you're getting. So I am sorry. Look forward to the short, that kind of a thing. But love you guys.
Love you,
Angry
man.
faithful.
Love you, man.
Love
Keep
you.
it safe.
Be safe.
That's all that matters.
Be safe. Let me get my thumb in the way here. Be safe, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, brother.
Later.
Later.
Be good. Be safe, Johnny.
Okay. Yeah, next week's NASCAR race is Pocono?
Pocono?
Pocono, yeah. I have to do Stephanie Hawking for that one. Yeah, it's going to be a Pocono race in Pennsylvania, Long Pond. It's funny, getting totally off topic. They're going to have the race at Long Pond, Pennsylvania, Pocono Raceway. Now, I actually found a video. I think I might be able to easily find it. Basically what it is it goes over the fact that NASCAR, the guy more or less said that NASCAR might be going away because the teams might not be able to pay for the races anymore because they don't get
fuel.
huh.
I said, especially for the fuel.
No, well, yeah, fuel. Joking on that, yeah. But in all reality, it's NASCAR itself. Because let me find that video. I know I sent it to you and Johnny. Of course, I send a lot of videos to you and Johnny. So I think I just sent it to Johnny. Yeah, here we go. We pause it right there, and we'll put it on widescreen on this. And this is a 10-minute video, but we'll go ahead and
has made a profit in 10 years.
That's Jeff Gordon, one of the greatest race car drivers in history, who during his career won 93 races and 4 championships, and is now the vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, the most successful team in NASCAR.
300 wins for the Hendrick organization.
It's the team to beat, and the team to beat can't even turn a profit at the track.
If you're going to get in racing, be ready to spend some money. You're not going to walk away profitable.
Year after year, NASCAR teams and their drivers are losing money, while NASCAR itself continues to pull in record profits thanks to a cocktail of shady business practices and buying off politicians. The current business model is specifically designed to continue feeding the all-powerful and destructive billionaire family who owns the sport. But teams and their drivers have finally had enough and might do something drastic that could shake up NASCAR as we know it. To fully understand how we got here, we need to start with something a little boring. Back in 2016, NASCAR introduced charters.
So NASCAR has granted 36 charters that will provide NASCAR Sprint Cup team owners the opportunity to build long-term enterprise value.
Basically a franchise model. See, for a long time, NASCAR teams had been operating like independent businesses, employing independent contractors to drive their cars. The introduction of charters made NASCAR closer to leagues like the NFL and the NBA. They handed out 36 charters to teams that had proven themselves the previous 3 years. On top of the guaranteed entry, it's estimated that charters pay around $8 to $9 million per year. So you're now handed a starting spot in the field and you're entitled to nearly $10 million a year, which all sounds pretty awesome until you realize teams still rely heavily on sponsors, which make up more than half of their revenue. Plus, it costs roughly $18 million a year to field a car before even hiring a driver. And unlike the NFL and NBA, if you don't operate up to NASCAR standards, NASCAR can destroy your charter anytime they want, and they're set to expire at the end of the 2024 season.
NASCAR never, I don't think, wanted the charters to ever become a franchise. NASCAR wanted to be able to take them back should a team not operate to the standards that they expect.
So while owning a charter allows good teams to compete every week, giving their fans a guaranteed show, racing is still not a profitable venture because NASCAR simply isn't sharing much of its profits. Come on, man. Since 2016, 11 teams have gone out of business, with more inevitably on the way. And it's clear why. The business model is completely lopsided by design.
You know, there's 3 stakeholders: the tracks, the teams, and NASCAR. 2 of those stakeholders make 9-figure profits a year, and 1 stakeholder loses 7-figure profits per year.
Right now, NASCAR is in the final year of a 10-year, $8.2 billion media deal. The current revenue split is broken up 3 different ways. 65% of the revenue goes to the tracks, 25% goes to the teams, and 10% goes to NASCAR. Now, you might look at that and go, NASCAR gets the least amount of revenue from that model. Why are you even making this video? What you've told us thus far are lies. Easy. While NASCAR does just get 10% of that, they also own 16 of the tracks in use, meaning they are more than represented in the 65% that goes to the tracks, which is roughly $13 million per race.
Okay. Going off of that, we'll get back into.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, I mean, he breaks it down a little bit more. I'll I'll post it in our group chat, right? Or not our group chat, but our put it in the um comments section, so you can take a look at the full thing. But yeah, it's totally understandable for. I mean, there's another one that vacated that Jerry Jones saved football and saved the teams and having everybody get a lot of money. Because the way it was before Jerry Jones was all the teams got equal share of money. It went to a pot and everybody got money. Well, he ended up suing NFL, winning, and the franchises actually make more money off their product now. Because even if you bought a Dallas shirt, it'd still go in the pot. Now, if you buy a Dallas shirt, it goes to the team.
Right.
And some of the times it goes to the players too. Nowadays, it does go to the players too.
I mean, it should if it has their name on it.
Yeah, it has their name on it. They get a small. Remember the NFL that one guy wouldn't wear like a pride shirt and everything because of his religion, and people bought out his shirt. And not saying anything political, that's what happened. But everybody bought his shirt. He made like, I think it was an estimate of like $2-3 million on just his jersey sales.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if you're a good player or people like you and they buy your jersey, yeah, you should get like 1% of the profits. And it's small amounts, but if you like outsell everybody in the NFL, like Tom Brady, I mean, most of his stuff, it is more or less, his sponsorships and everything like that he deals and everything, but it's also his jersey sales.
Yep.
You get I don't know if it's all teams. I think it's like a small amount of teams. But yeah, I guess for sports news, that's kind of about it. Did you check out Axel Foley?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's actually pretty decent.
I've been hearing a lot of mixed stuff. I've heard some people say that it was really, really good. And then there were a lot of other people that are like, this is the biggest piece of shit that I've ever seen. So
it's basically old Beverly Hills Cop. That's all it really is.
And that was one thing that I think that was one of the biggest complaints, is that was really all it had going for it was just nostalgia.
Yeah, well, sometimes you need that kind of a nostalgia. I mean, it had like new players, like the boyfriend and the daughter, and you had that kind of environment and everything they're going on, and that's about it. But it because of that, it had more drama in it and less a little bit less comedy into it.
Well, I mean, you got to realize too. I mean, it's a Netflix movie, so it's not. We're not exactly doing Schindler's List here.
Yeah,
like I just think that especially lately, I think people just have too much expectation, and sometimes you just it's a dumb
you just want to lose yourself.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to shut your brain off and just enjoy it for what it is.
Now,
and that's what I said. There is nothing wrong with just making a movie banking on nostalgia. I mean, that's essentially what Ready Player One was when you really get down to it.
Yeah, even the part 2 book kind of sucked. I didn't like the part 2 book.
Right. But I mean, it's just, it's banking on that, on the nostalgia.
Yeah. And
there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes
you want to lose yourself in that.
It's escapism, and that's what a lot of people realize. They forget that's what a lot of our entertainment, because it's not just media. It's meant as escapism. You want to escape reality, and you want to go to something that's fun.
Yeah. But another movie that I
Real
looked
quick,
at.
can I?
Go ahead, Max.
I'm sorry, Dave. I was just going to add to Chris's point as far as entertainment goes. I think you're 100% on point with that. People want to be entertained, they don't want to be educated. We already know that. We know
Mm.
the attention spans have dropped. So now we're working harder to entertain others. And when people go to these events, whether it be a sporting event, a concert, whatever it may be, it's gotten to the point where that event is almost impossible to go to because it's so expensive.
Mhm.
And before I got off, and Dave was still talking with Chris about the NASCAR and how teams are losing money, but NASCAR is still making money. If anybody doesn't understand how corporations work in the United States, it is illegal for a corporation to not make money, literally, even at the expense of the consumer. And you guys can look all that up all you want, fact check that, but it's absolutely 100% true. And it's sad because a lot of these events are exactly what Chris said, an escape, a getaway. But to a lot of people, a lot of us, it's something that it's unattainable because it's gotten so high priced with the contracts they give out to players, with the building of new stadiums and arenas. It's just become very hard to have an outing to get escapism. So what do? We watch something where we can.
Yeah.
And
Because I was gonna watch Horizon over the weekend. I mean, I had a 4-day weekend. I could have easily go and seen Horizon. I'm sorry. I'm not. I want to go to the theater and see it, but 3 hours long.
See, that doesn't bother me. If it's a good story and it's engaging, then 3 hours goes quick. Like, that's how
Yeah,
I watch the Lord of the Rings extended. I only watch the extended editions, and you're on talking 4 hours plus on there,
yeah,
especially Return of the King. And it's an engaging story, so it doesn't feel like third. But if a movie feels like it's 3 hours, good Lord, it is the worst.
I like
like the
watching.
piano or the Notebook
Yes. Oh.
No.
versus like a Schindler's List, which is like a super serious movie and it's long, but it is so
And there's
you find yourself immersed into the movie and the story. So it's kind of like a novel or a book.
It can be engaging without having, shoot 'em ups and all that, and heavy action. There are ways to make it super engaging. There was actually I know, again, you're kind of into the action, I guess, but Appaloosa. I don't know if it's one you guys have watched yet, with Viggo Mortensen and I forget his name.
You're talking about the Western, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that one, it's there's not a lot of action. It's got a little bit, but it's a fairly slow-paced movie. And dude, it went fast. It's a long movie. It was almost 3 hours. And it didn't feel like it because it was the storytelling on it was so engaging.
Absolutely.
It was
Kind of like when people watch Yellowstone, they can't stop watching it because it's such a good plot with such good characters that are so well developed that you just, you know what I mean? It's
yeah. You can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
right.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Apostola. It came out in 2008, and I can't even.
Appaloosa.
Yeah, Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, there it is.
Hell of an actor.
Great. If you have not watched that movie, go watch that movie. It is fantastic. And Renee Zellweger was freaking amazing in it. It's got Jeremy Irons in it too. Like, it's a great cast. Just a great story on it. Probably one of the more authentic Westerns I've ever seen.
Have you been keeping up with The Boys?
I have not. I've been wanting to, But it was actually one that we've been watching, and we just finished it this weekend with me and my girlfriend. It's on Netflix, and it's kind of an anime. It's Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh, I've been watching.
Fucking hilarious. I absolutely love that show. So there's 25 episodes out. We finished. We're caught up on it now, and we already can't wait for the new ones.
I have to get the new season. I haven't watched the new season, but it's
so
hilarious.
good. Absolutely hilarious. But it also gets, it gets pretty deep there too. Without, I don't want to get too deep into it or anything, a spoiler, but yeah,
That's what she said.
fantastic. Well, I ain't getting deep into anything at all, but
yeah,
that's also what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. That is what she said.
She told me to give her
it to me, but she said it.
It's true.
She asked me to give her the full 6 inches, so I had to fuck her twice.
You want it all now in one shot? You think you can handle it? Yeah. I delivered a baby. That thing ain't scary. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I guess this is pretty much it. I mean, this is kind of gonna be like one of our shorter episodes.
Yeah, this is gonna be an abbreviated one
because
is it gonna?
Well, every Johnny is in a storm and everything. There really
is in a storm.
There really isn't that much.
There's another one out in the Gulf too.
Yeah, there really isn't that much sporting news.
There's the echo chamber of LeBron and Bronny.
That's what that. Yeah. Apparently, they're Super Saiyans.
Just a kitty, but
let's talk about this. I have an opinion on it, and you
have an opinion about a lot of things, but go ahead.
I don't know that people are going to agree or disagree with this, but when it comes down to it, you basically have an individual that's not ready to play at the level that he is currently in, and then you give him a contract, which is unheard of for someone who is not proven, especially drafted in the second round, which should have never been drafted in the first place. And the only reason he was drafted is because of who his dad is, the great manipulator.
How much did he make?
He was making money already in college, NIL. I think he made $6+ million. He could have stayed in school, honed his craft, learned to develop in college while getting an education, maybe winning a championship in college. Who knows what he could have done? He was making money. He was getting education. He wasn't the best player. His numbers show that. And now the Lakers signed him to a 4-year deal worth $8 million guaranteed. Nobody, believe me, second round draft picks don't get guaranteed money. People say nepotism. It's not really nepotism.
How was he making money in high school?
In high school, I don't know that he was making money. In college, obviously, I mean, he was making NIL money, $6 million plus. And I honestly feel bad for the kid because I think his batshit crazy dad is just living vicariously through him.
Yeah, I don't necessarily blame him.
No, I think he's a cool kid. He likes video games and shit. Like,
yeah, 100%. That's cool.
He made a contract for $7.9 million.
It feels. I mean, he's being exploited. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what a father does not do. Fathers do not do that to their children.
Right. And that is completely ego driven.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was supposed to do a was it after season game, and his knee was swollen up, and that's the reason why he didn't finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
his debut.
Yeah, his debut was not a debut. It was like it was almost like Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers really hurt himself.
He fucked himself up bad.
He fucked himself up bad. But
Right. But Aaron
right,
Rodgers,
like a
he can come into an organization and make a big difference. Unfortunately for him, being an extenuating circumstance out of his control in that case, versus Bronny James coming into a situation where he is not deserving to be where he is. What do you mean he's not deserving? I mean that there are other players far better than Bronny James that should have been drafted at that spot and playing for the Lakers, which he would have been on the fucking roster anyway. He just would have been undrafted. Nobody was going to draft this motherfucker. Nobody. He doesn't have the numbers for it. You
yeah.
don't have to be a basketball guy or anything to realize this.
If you change his name to anything other than James, he
Nobody's cared about it.
utterly and totally ignored.
This is true.
What do you think it does as far as the legacy of LeBron is concerned? And I'm not talking about GOAT or anything like that. I mean, in my opinion, LeBron has always taken the easy way, building super teams, getting the best players around him, making excuses, blaming other
Yes.
people, things that don't represent his predecessors like Kobe, like Michael, like Magic, like Larry, etc.
His
And
entire career has been built around shortcut.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we got to build a team to do X, Y, Z, or the team should already be there. You got to work with them. I mean, that's
You have to
all
mold
the-
them. He doesn't mold anything. He hires them. He forces, he talks to the coaches and the staff and everything, and he forces it for them to build a team around him rather than molding the people that are there and making everyone around you better. Like MJ. You want to be compared to Michael Jordan? Then fucking act like him.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't do that. He never. MJ made everybody around him better.
100% fact.
Oh, it's like the same thing with like what's his name? Hockey legend Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky,
The great
was a good player. If you look at his stats, he's the greatest of all time, but his stats doesn't equal to that because most of his stuff is passing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was about the team.
Yeah,
he's
They
there.
got him the brass.
He's there for one thing. He's there to win.
Yeah. And if XYZ is open,
I got to do what I got to do to win.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about me. It's about us.
Exactly. I mean, look at us. At starting out, it was just me, but I brought in more people, and I'm hoping to work with. I mean, we could have a little polish, but we're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could we be like the top tier? Maybe. It's a fantasy dream, and we work hard on it. Maybe we can, but there's a lot of stuff that we have to do, like in the background, to get there.
Right.
Am I going to go up and go, you know what?
The great thing about that though is that it's the collaboration, and that's one thing. Like, we have our conversation just happened this past weekend. We had that conversation, and that's the collaboration as far as
or one of the super secret T-shirts that might be coming out pretty soon.
I'm excited.
I really want that shirt. I want that shirt. And that's another thing is we got to work on, and we'll just collaborate right now. It's no big deal.
It's not a big deal. We can tell people things.
Everybody gets a little behind the scenes look here.
We have to. I have to get in contact with a better T-shirt company. I got to talk to Garrett about what T-shirt company he uses, because I'm not liking Prius, or what's the company that the Printify or some shit like that we're using right now.
Something like that. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't like. I really don't. And it's good for everybody else. I mean, they do a lot of print stuff, but you can't get the color T-shirt that you want. Like okay. I went in and I talked to Johnny about it. It's like I wanted one of the baby blue T-shirts, but that one. Okay, I want a but I digress coffee mug. Just saying.
I think everybody wants Angry Me merch. They want AMP merch. And you know what? We've heard you.
We
and
hear
we
your cry.
listened,
We do.
and it is coming. It is
Trust me,
coming.
we want the merch too, just as bad
Yeah.
as you do. Trust me.
Yeah, 'cause we come up with some really stupid good ideas.
This is
We
true.
come up with the greatest dumb shit ever. That's
Yeah.
the only way I can
Ever.
describe it. It's
Yeah.
just
And-
the best dumb
And
shit.
we'll go up against anybody who wants to do dumb shit right now.
And we will
ready.
out stupid anybody out there.
Oh, definitely.
Anybody.
on
Throwing
Which
that guy.
reminds me, I almost killed my family today. Or
Oh,
July 4th.
Awesome. What
No,
did
you
you
said there was no
was
sports to
Saturday.
cover.
No, I almost killed my family. What had happened was, and here's what I will say to the courts.
You're not under oath. You're fine.
What had happened was I saw some of the brick fireworks. They weren't getting high enough, so I decided to put another one on top of another one, and apparently the shakiness was.
You need to explain why that's a bad idea.
You don't have to explain. I've seen why it wasn't a good idea because it
Thank
felt
you very much, Bell.
Exactly. Bell, this is why you're a super fan, Bell. This is not you are the super fan. Hell yeah.
That would be awesome.
We would need stickers, or we would need pictures of that as well. So
we can make
a gorilla
sticker
sticker.
with, QR code. We can get stickers with QR codes.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go.
Swimsuit calendar. You can be Mr. January, Chris. We can do February.
I've already I need to get a whole. I'm very upset with your girlfriend, Chris, because she hasn't sent me.
I thought you meant my girlfriend. I'm like, God, I'm like,
No,
She hasn't sent me like 12 seductive pictures of you so I can make this damn calendar.
We have not had any boudoir photos, so yeah, you got nothing to work with right now.
Hopefully you have a good time this weekend because that's what you're going to be doing.
I got the kids this weekend.
I got some
I said I have my kids this weekend.
Well, they can hold the light.
Oh, make them gaffers.
Yeah. Dad, put up your chins.
There was for context, Max, because I don't know if you saw any of that. There was we were out for coffee one time, and it really pissed me off because the coffee place that we were at is now closed, and it was amazing. That is sad. Anyways,
are you a dark coffee fan, or do you
dark coffee all the way?
Yeah.
So I was up at the front waiting to get our coffee, and I was talking to the guy that was there, and she snapped a photo of me and then captioned it America's ass. Because apparently
she thinks everybody.
I was carrying some cake that day, apparently. So
he was. I thought you were wearing high heels, honestly.
I was just in my boots. What the hell are you talking about?
I thought you were like 6 inches because that ass it was up there. It was getting held up, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. So,
the image in my mind right now, it's amazing.
I'm just,
I'm thinking dodgeball all the way. Get in there real deep now.
Get in there deep, boy.
Noah saved the photo, but I don't know where it's at.
It's probably better.
No, I know exactly where it's at. I can get it if I need it. I keep shit.
Real quick sports news real fast. Just to let everybody know, the Olympics is still on for this summer. No cancellations. The trials are going on. Go Team USA. They're doing great. Simone Miles, Katie Ledecky in the group.
Okay.
Did you hear about the AC little thing that they were having a problem with?
Oh,
I did.
It was funny because the there you go. What had happened was Let me share this one photo with everybody. I'm gonna make
Here's the
this
photo.
full screen for this.
And that's Barry Sanders behind me, guys. See?
Oh, nice.
Oklahoma State. Yeah.
See that? See that? It is.
Listen,
It
like-
is.
Hey.
like
Oh,
half of
hard
this
support
wall.
there.
All right, come on now.
No, it's not, man. You wanna ruin my fiction? You do it to somebody else.
Would you like a little cream in your coffee today, Mr. Sir? No, thank you.
But anyways, France wanted to go green with their AC and decided to put like just like the crappy AC unit.
Swamp coolers.
Almost basically.
It's like a shop.
Everybody else, like
Exactly.
everybody in the in other countries is like, no, we're not dealing with this. We can pay for it. AC. We're bringing it, and everybody brought their own AC units.
And this is why the French were taken over in 2 weeks or less. Okay? I'm just saying. And I'll always make fun of the French for as long as I live. Coward.
Absolutely.
I still
You
like
just
how
retreated and gave up.
I still like how what was it? German's Blitzkrieg wasn't made by the Germans.
It wasn't made by them, but they sure perfected it.
No,
They did a hell of a
used
job.
it. Well, they used it. I mean, Nick, Fat Electrician, did an episode, and it was like a Englishman that came up with the stuff, and he got laughed at until they said the Germans found it and started using it, and they didn't laugh after that.
Just like the amphetamines, they didn't get that. They didn't make that. They got that from the Japanese.
Yep.
Did they really?
Yeah, they got the Pervitin, the formula for it from the Japanese, and then they call it Pervitin. Yeah. Fucking name of. You want some Pervitin? Fuck no, I don't want no Pervitin. Get that shit out of here.
So they were able to go. That's why they moved so fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were able to go for such long distances because they were fucking high.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All the time.
And with chocolate bars.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a difference between what was done in World War II and the Nazis and their Pervitin versus what modern pilots, airline pilots do, because in case people didn't know, and these gentlemen can confirm it, there is a form of amphetamines that pilots use so they could stay alert and awake at such high altitudes, G-forces, and speeds that amphetamines are used in that case, but not for the same reason. It's not like these guys got a little fucking, they're not out there fucking snorting shit and fucking.
Yeah, it's called Ambien.
On their. Yeah,
It's
they're just all just.
It's called Adderall.
But it is a form of amphetamine to make sure alertness, stay awake. Don't
That's
pass
one
out.
thing that kind of made me laugh a little bit is a lot of people were saying it's like, yeah, because I gotta ask Steve about it, because Steve was in the first initial push for Iraq, and I want to ask him if he ever had to do Ambient when he got on the flight, because a lot of people was like, yeah, we all popped Ambients and got on the flight. I'm like, this is getting to be a constant.
Yep.
It's getting to be a weird constant.
Like too weird?
Weird, like,
like CIA weird, or
like Uncle Basement weird.
I got you.
Uncle Basement.
That's gonna be our next shirt. Like, it's how's your show? It's Uncle Basement weird.
Not like bathtub meth making weird.
Oh yeah, this is
in
different.
a separate location, 30 miles down south. Take a
I
ride.
am dealing
No.
with meth heads in town.
You guys got meth heads in Wichita Falls?
Dude, yes.
They probably have more
everywhere.
The only place I've seen that has more is Albuquerque.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a
They'd
reason.
have a
that
hell of a taco stand over
Look,
there right next to the
okay.
train station if you ever have a chance in Albuquerque. Just saying.
I'm
all the
saying they
homeless,
have great food there if you can, dodge all the fucking crackheads and meth heads.
all the homeless people here in town, they dumpster dive, and and what's funny about it is the fact that one of them crossed right in front of my apartment, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Well, it's my job to go in there and check for stuff and make sure we get all the good stuff out." And she had like backpacks full of, I don't even want to know, used dildos and vibrators. That's the only other thing that was coming to mind. But
Did you
anyways,
say big black dildos and vibrators?
yes. Anyways,
Okay.
well, the funny thing is she's like, "This is my job. The cops keep on harassing me, and I work for the city." I was like, "Okay, this is getting interesting." This is the only reason why I fucking talk to these people, because it gets
Please tell me
interesting.
more.
This is like, okay, this is starting to get good. We're starting to get into the cool stuff in our repertoire. I don't know what I said there, but anyways, yeah, she was like, I studied how to what stuff to get, and I can resell this, and I make money for the city. I was like, no shit. I know this is possible. This is absolutely a lie, but no shit. Go on. I want to hear. I want to hear how this can go, crackhead.
It's bullshit, but it's good bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the escapism. See, the escapism.
Yes.
Story
Yes.
will take you away.
Yes. It is. It is so fun just to talk to these people.
Can you go grab one right now? Is there one nearby that we can put on the show in place of Johnny? We'll just call him
I don't
Johnny.
want that, I don't want that kind of weird in my apartment.
See, we'll just do the.
Oh.
We need to start doing man on the street interviews with.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that. I was thinking that I might end up doing that.
Oh man,
making a whole new channel. So
there's your new show. Interviews with a crackhead.
Yeah. I mean,
interview with a drug addict. I mean,
oh man,
because you can get them all.
Yeah, we can get all kinds of. We can get like a heroin addict that'll pass out before we ask the question, and then get like a crackhead that'll answer the question before we ask it.
Yeah.
Yep, we're equal opportunity for sure.
Crackhead quote of the week.
Yes.
I feel like we should probably have a crackhead audience at some point in time if we ever get large enough. Crackheads and homeless people have phones. They got that. They got luxuries. They just don't have necessities. They've got phones. They got fucking YouTube accounts, Twitter accounts, TikTok accounts, YouTube accounts. They're watching us right now. They just don't have a home, but they got a phone, and they pay for service.
Oh,
or the government pays for service, where we pay for service.
I surprised one of our one of the people that was up for our 4th of July party thing, and because I was talking
Is
about
this while you were killing the family?
No, I wasn't killing the family. It's alleged.
Alleged. It was an effort.
Yes.
Alleged.
A for effort. Alleged. A is for alleged. A is for acquitted of all charges.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah. No, I was talking about people with Down syndrome. Because
you look right at me.
I had them laughing. Because everybody in our group knows I have like something with Down syndrome.
You have a fetish with Down syndrome.
It's well, I told them about that one thing of Down with Love, and they had taken that one of those guys to what did they call them? Where they're drag show. took him to the drag show. He's like, and the guy with Down syndrome was like, I love ladies. And one of the ladies changed into a guy to finish out the song. And just his face was just total disappointment. And this was his face. I mean, it was like a gut punch to this guy.
You know what you need to do? Pull up that fucking scene from fucking Bachelor Party where fucking what's his name's in the fucking bathroom and then Tom Hanks walk in. Holy shit, I bet you.
But I showed him the scene. He's like, man, you pulled up really fast. You didn't even have to. I was like, yeah, most of my stuff is Down syndrome. And he's like, man, you got a fetish with it? I was like, well, I'm down if they're down. I mean, some people like a little bit of extra chunk. I like a little extra chromosome.
There is something wrong with you.
Hey, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff, huh?
Yeah. You just don't have any idea the amount of Downs videos this fucker sends me. That's why I say, hey, he's got a fetish because like every third video he sends me has fucking Down syndrome.
It pops up in my feed now because that's
you are responsible for your own FYP.
Yes, and I treat it like a dirty little whore.
Could I share this? Is that okay if I share this? Is that okay with you if this is shared? Do what?
Let me see here.
It's appropriate for all ages. It's fucking hilarious. What is it?
Verify back. Oh, okay. Oh, turn down the sound. Off the sound.
Rick, I really think I'm in love.
Max, turn off the sound.
We're talking marriage, kids, the whole thing.
I'm very happy for you.
Nope.
Hey, Max, not your sound, the sound off of the video. That's what I wanted you to take off.
Oh, Beamer, huh?
But yeah, that was pretty funny. I like those. They don't do that much of that kind of stuff anymore. It's kind of sad because it was a good joke.
That's no, you're not allowed to joke about that now.
Yeah.
No jokes.
You
So wait a minute. The whole sound thing. Tell me about the sound thing that I didn't do correctly because that way in the future. Oh shit. Oh,
The sound on the video.
Yeah, it's copyrighted sound.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get away with it. Anyways, that is the end of the episode. We went on for an hour. That was a little bit more than I thought we could do, but we pulled it off. We don't need Johnny.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she
All of
said.
them agree to that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. I'm David Dickerman.
I am Chris Jacko.
I am Mad Max.
And this is episode Nerd Sports 168. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Goodbye.
Laters.